you very much, Mr. Chair. Given the time constraint, I would like to focus on the big picture. I see the vision statement and plan of action as essential springboards for a truly strategic partnership that would project India as an alternative major strategic partner of ASEAN. The options of ASEAN should not be limited to the choices offered by the rival big powers. No one could better understand the aspirations and predicament of Southeast Asian states than a rising power from the neighboring South Asian region. India, as we know, is the oldest civilization whose culture and values have long influenced each one of our societies, and with whom we can easily identify. This solid civilizational link, which is stressed in this dialogue, unlocks limitless possibilities in our relations, particularly in consolidating our voices in order to be a formidable force in international affairs, contributing to a new world order that upholds the rule of law, the peaceful settlement of disputes, and the equitable development of peoples of the world. There have been recent volatile developments, such as in the Korean Peninsula, in East Asia and Southeast Asia, and they put to test the resolve of the signatory countries to realize the ASEAN-India vision, which will be put to the test. Fortunately, India's support for ASEAN initiatives is very encouraging. In last year's East Asia Summit, Prime Minister Manmohan Singh welcomed the establishment of the expanded ASEAN Maritime Forum for developing maritime norms that would reinforce existing international law relating to maritime security. He lauded the ASEAN leaders' quote, collective commitment to abide by and implement the 2002 Declaration on the Conduct of Parties in the South China Sea, and to work towards the adoption of a code of conduct in the South China Sea on the basis of consensus, unquote. On the economic front, and I will not elaborate because much have been discussed on this subject yesterday and earlier today, ASEAN and India have much to benefit from their economic partnership. India ranks as the world's 10th largest economy by nominal GDP and the third largest by purchasing power parity. According to William Avery in his book, India as the Next Global Power, India's capital market system is one of the main competitive advantage, or one of its main competitive advantages. The country has more listed firms than China, Russia, and Brazil combined. I go to the conclusion because I have only 2 minutes left. With the demands of an imperial world, a rising power like India should no longer be reluctant, much less timid, to assert itself as the alternative regional power. Being the oldest surviving civilization, steeped not only in material achievements but also respected because of its historic contribution to spirituality and ethical values, India has the moral ascendancy and most of all, the urgent responsibility to assume this leadership. The peoples of ASEAN do not want to be pawns in the fierce rivalry among the recognized rival big powers. We do not want to be forced to take sides and seek military protection from one of the main protagonists when armed conflict breaks out. Finally, I would like to end this presentation from quoting from the book, The Discovery of India, written by your great visionary leader, Jawaharlal Nehru. 71 years ago, he already saw the destiny of India as a strategic partner of its neighbors. And I quote, "The Pacific is likely to take the place of the Atlantic in the future as the nerve center of the world. Though not directly a Pacific state, India will also develop as the center of economic and political activity in the Indian Ocean area, in Southeast Asia, and right up to the Middle East. Her position gives an economic and strategic importance in a part of the world which is going to rapidly develop in the future," unquote. A rather prophetic statement. Thank you very much.